my beloved child, pause for a moment, because the message reaching you right now is not ordinary. It carries the feeling of something unseen moving closer, something your heart has been sensing long before your mind could explain it. There is big news in your energy, and this time, it is not about waiting endlessly, not about wondering silently, not about asking why your soulmate feels so far away. This time the distance is shifting, the silence is changing, the invisible thread between you and the one meant to understand. Your soul is pulling tighter than ever before. And if you listen until the end, you may finally understand why your heart has been feeling different lately. Something has been happening quietly around you. Maybe you noticed it in small ways, a sudden thought of someone without any reason, a strange calm after a long emotional storm, a feeling that someone is about to speak, return, notice, or finally understand what your presence truly means. It may have come as a soft pull in your chest, a memory that appeared from nowhere, a dream that felt too real, or a moment where your soul whispered, "Something is close." Do not skip, because the deeper meaning of this is not random. There is a reason your energy has felt heavier one day and lighter the next. There is a reason your heart has been replaying certain feelings. There is a reason you are here right now. The truth is, your soulmate feels closer than ever, because something within them is beginning to awaken. Not loudly, not dramatically, not in a way the whole world can see yet, but inside them, something is shifting. A thought they once tried to ignore has started returning. A feeling they once pushed aside has started becoming stronger. A memory connected to you has started glowing inside their heart in a way they can no longer dismiss. And before you think, this is just another passing moment, stay till the end, because the biggest revelation is not that they are thinking of you. The biggest revelation is why they are thinking of you now. There are connections that fade when time passes, and then there are connections that become louder in silence. Yours is the second kind. It is the kind of connection that does not disappear just because life becomes busy. It does not break just because both souls walk through different lessons. It does not lose meaning just because words were not spoken at the perfect time. In fact, the longer the silence, the deeper the truth becomes. And right now, that truth is rising. Something huge is waiting for you in this message, because what is happening in their heart may explain what you have been feeling in yours. They may not have said everything. They may not have shown everything. They may not have understood everything when it mattered most. But deep inside, they have been carrying a feeling they could not fully name. At first, they may have told themselves it was just attraction, just curiosity, just a phase, just a memory. But the soul does not accept weak explanations when the bond is real. The soul keeps returning to what feels like home. The soul keeps asking the same question in different ways. Why does this person still feel close to me, even when I try to move forward? And that question is the beginning of their awakening. Listen carefully. When a soulmate starts feeling closer, it is not always because they are physically near. Sometimes they feel closer because their energy is turning toward you. Sometimes they feel closer because their inner world is finally becoming honest. Sometimes they feel closer because life has shown them what your presence meant, especially after they experienced places, conversations, and moments that did not carry the same depth. They may have compared without meaning to. They may have searched without admitting it. They may have smiled in other rooms, spoken to other people, followed other routines, but somewhere inside, something kept returning to you. That is why your heart has been receiving signals. You might have wondered why you suddenly feel emotional at unusual times. You might have wondered why you feel someone's presence, even when nothing has happened in the outside world. You might have asked yourself, why am I thinking about this now? Why does this feel unfinished? Why does my heart feel like it is waiting for news? This message is here because the energy is changing. Do not skip, because the next part may feel like it was spoken directly to the hidden place in your heart. Your soulmate is not simply coming closer to you. They are coming closer to the truth of what you meant. That is a powerful difference. Many people come close because they miss attention. Some return because they feel lonely. Some speak because they want comfort. But a soulmate who comes closer to truth begins to see beyond surface feelings. They begin to realize your soul was not ordinary in their life. Your presence carried warmth, depth, understanding, patience, mystery, and a kind of emotional recognition they could not find easily elsewhere. They may not have fully honored it at the time. They may not have known how rare it was, but now life is showing them something with surprising clarity. Not every connection reaches the heart the way yours did. And here is where everything becomes interesting. The closer they feel, the more their inner world begins to mirror yours. When you release old pain, they feel a strange pull. When you choose peace, they sense something changing. When you stop chasing answers and start becoming stronger, their soul notices the shift. It is as if the universe whispers, "Look again, this person is not where you left them. This person has grown. This person is glowing differently now." And when that happens, your soulmate does not feel your absence the same way anymore. They feel your value. Stay till the end, because the strongest part of this message is not about them alone. It is about you becoming so aligned, so powerful, so emotionally steady, that what is meant for you can no longer stay hidden behind confusion. You have been through moments where you wondered if your love was too deep, if your hope was too much, if your patience was unnoticed. You may have kept smiling while carrying questions no one else could see. You may have acted normal while your spirit was quietly asking for a sign. But understand this: nothing true that you gave from the heart has disappeared. Every sincere feeling, every prayerful thought, every silent tear, every moment you chose kindness instead of bitterness, has become part of your energy. And that energy is now shining differently. Your soulmate feels closer because you are no longer standing in the same emotional place. You are rising, and when one soul rises, the connection feels the movement. There is a strange power in no longer begging life to explain itself. There is a quiet beauty in becoming calm after being tested by uncertainty. There is a rare magnetism in a person who has loved deeply, but still chooses dignity. That is what your energy is becoming. You may not even realize how much you have changed. You may still see yourself through old pain, old doubts, old waiting, old questions. But the universe sees the new you, the one who is healing, the one who is becoming brighter, the one who is learning that love should not make them feel small, the one who is finally ready to receive a connection that feels equal, honest, and peaceful. And because of that, your soulmate feels the difference. Not every message arrives through words. Sometimes the universe speaks through timing. Sometimes it speaks through repeated thoughts. Sometimes it speaks through sudden peace. Sometimes it speaks through the way a name appears, a memory returns, a feeling becomes stronger, or a door inside the heart begins to open after being closed for a long time. This is why you must not dismiss your recent feelings. they are not meaningless. They are signs of movement. Don't skip, because what comes next may explain why the connection has felt so intense lately. Your soulmate may be going through a moment of deep reflection. Something in their life may have slowed them down enough to think honestly. Maybe they are noticing what is missing. Maybe they are realizing that comfort without soul is not enough. Maybe they are seeing that a connection can look fine from the outside and still not touch the deepest part of the heart. Maybe they are remembering the way you made them feel seen, understood, and spiritually recognized. And when that realization begins, it does not arrive softly, it changes the emotional weather inside them. They may suddenly remember your words. They may hear your voice in their mind. They may wonder how you are, what you are doing, whether you still think of them, whether the path between you is truly closed or just waiting for a better moment. They may feel pulled to check something, to ask about you, to revisit a memory, to look at an old message, or simply to sit quietly with the truth that you were not easy to forget. But here is the part you need to hear clearly. This closeness is not meant to make you anxious. It is not meant to pull you back into restlessness. It is meant to remind you that what is real does not need panic. What is meant to come in peace will not require you to lose yourself. What is meant for your life will recognize your worth without making you chase endlessly. Something huge is waiting for you, but it begins with your own calm. The reason your soulmate feels closer than ever is also because the universe is preparing you to choose from a higher place. In the past, you may have chosen from longing. You may have wanted answers so badly that even a small sign felt enough. But now you are being guided to choose from wisdom. You are being asked to notice not only who thinks of you, but who respects your spirit. Not only who misses you, but who can meet you with honesty. Not only who feels the bond, but who is ready to honor it. That is the kind of love your soul is being prepared for. And this is why the news is big. The closeness you feel is not just about romance. It is about alignment. It is about two energies being brought closer to a truth that cannot be avoided forever. It is about life arranging realizations, softening pride, removing illusions, and helping both souls understand what the connection was meant to teach. For some of you, this may bring communication. For some, it may bring emotional closure. For some, it may bring a new chapter with someone whose energy feels even more aligned than what you expected. But in every case, the movement is real. Stay till the end, because the final message may reveal what you must do now. For a long time, your heart may have carried unanswered questions. Do they feel it too? Was it only me? Did they ever understand? Will they come closer? And while those questions were human, your soul has always known something deeper. The right connection does not need to be forced into existence. It reveals itself through peace, consistency, and divine timing. It comes closer when both hearts are ready to stand in truth. That readiness is growing. You are being asked to stop shrinking your light, to make someone else comfortable. You are being asked to stop doubting the depth of your heart. Just because someone else took time to understand it, you are being asked to stop treating silence as proof that nothing is happening. Some of the most powerful changes begin in silence. Seeds grow in silence. Hearts awaken in silence. Realizations form in silence. The moment before a new chapter often looks quiet from the outside, but inside everything is moving. And right now, things are moving. There is a reason this message found you. Not because you need to sit and wait without living. Not because your happiness should depend on one person. Not because you should pause your entire life until someone speaks. No, this message found you, because your energy is entering a season where you must recognize your own power. The closer your soulmate feels, the more important it becomes for you to remain centered. Because when the right moment arrives, your response should come from strength, not from old longing. You are not the same person who once accepted uncertainty as if it were love. You are not the same person who kept giving energy without receiving clarity. You are not the same person who confused intensity with destiny. You are becoming wiser now. You can feel deeply and still think clearly. You can care and still protect your peace. You can hope and still keep your dignity. That is spiritual maturity. That is emotional power. That is why your energy is becoming magnetic. Do not skip, because this is where the hidden shift becomes even clearer. Your soulmate feels closer, because your soul is no longer asking from emptiness. It is attracting from fullness. There was a time when you may have wanted someone to arrive and complete the missing part of you. But now you are realizing that the love meant for you is not here to complete you. It is here to meet you. It is here to stand beside the version of you that has healed enough to receive without begging, give without losing yourself, and trust without becoming blind. This is the level of connection that is coming closer. When two souls are truly connected, they do not only meet through eyes or words, they meet through growth, they meet through lessons, they meet through becoming. Sometimes one soul must learn patience, while the other learns courage. Sometimes one must learn self-worth, while the other learns honesty. Sometimes both must walk through separate seasons, so that when they come closer again, they do not repeat the same patterns. The universe does not rush what is meant to last. It prepares it, and you have been in preparation. Every delay has been shaping your discernment. Every unanswered question has been teaching you to listen to your inner voice. Every emotional test has been showing you what you deserve. Every silent night has been strengthening your spirit. You may have thought you were only waiting, but you were becoming. You may have thought nothing was happening, but your heart was being refined. You may have thought the connection was far, but the truth was moving beneath the surface. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is connected to the version of you that no longer settles for half-hearted energy. Now listen to this carefully. When a soulmate feels closer, the universe may test your response, not to hurt you, not to confuse you, but to show you whether you have truly learned. A familiar feeling may return, a message may arrive, a memory may become strong, a sign may appear, and in that moment you will have a choice: react from the old wound, or respond from your new wisdom. The old version of you may have rushed, the old version may have overthought every word, the old version may have accepted little signs as enough, but the new version of you will breathe. The new version will observe, the new version will say, if this is real, it will come with respect. If this is meant, it will not disturb my peace. If this is love, it will not ask me to abandon myself. That is the energy that changes everything. Your soulmate feels closer because your standards are rising. And higher standards do not push real love away, they pull the right love into its true form. What is meant for you will not be offended by your self-respect. What is meant for you will not disappear, because you are calm. What is meant for you will not require you to pretend you need less than you do. Real love grows in honesty. Real love respects emotional balance. Real love comes closer when both people are ready to be real. Stay till the end, because the message is about to turn. There is something your heart needs to understand today. Closeness is not always measured by distance. Sometimes someone can be beside you and still feel far. Sometimes someone can be far away, and yet their soul feels near. The closeness you are feeling now is the closeness of recognition. It is the sense that something unfinished is moving toward clarity. It is the feeling that your soul has entered a doorway where the past, present, and future are quietly meeting. This is why you may feel moments of strange certainty. 1 minute, you may feel peaceful, as if everything is already working out. The next minute you may feel emotional, as if an invisible wave passed through you. Do not judge yourself for this. Your heart is sensitive to movement. Your spirit can sense what your eyes cannot see yet. But sensitivity must be guided by wisdom. Feel the sign, but do not lose yourself inside it. Notice the pull, but keep walking forward. Trust the timing, but keep becoming. The person meant for your soul will not need you to dim your joy while you wait. They will meet you in the light, not in the shadow of uncertainty. And that is why this season is special. You are being invited into a higher form of love. Not the kind that keeps you guessing every day. Not the kind that makes you question your worth. Not the kind that gives warmth one moment and confusion the next. You are being prepared for a connection that feels steady in the heart. A connection where both souls can speak with honesty. A connection where closeness is not only felt spiritually, but shown through action, care, and presence. This may be the biggest reason your soulmate feels closer than ever, because the universe is asking them to rise too. They cannot keep hiding from what their soul recognizes. They cannot keep pretending that ordinary comfort is the same as deep connection. They cannot keep ignoring the quiet pull forever. At some point, a soul must answer what it feels. At some point, a heart must admit what it knows. At some point, truth becomes too strong to remain unnamed. And whether this truth arrives through a conversation, a sign, a meeting, a realization, or a new direction, it will bring you closer to what is meant for you. Don't skip, because this next message is for the part of you that still wonders if you are worthy. You are not hard to love. You are not asking for too much by wanting honesty. You are not foolish for believing in a connection that touched your soul. You are not weak because you felt deeply. The world often teaches people to hide their hearts, but your softness has never been a weakness. Your ability to love with depth is a gift. Your ability to feel meaning is a gift. Your ability to hope while still growing is a gift. But now, that gift must be protected by wisdom. Love should not make you smaller. Love should not make you forget your own light. Love should not turn your heart into a waiting room. Love should expand you. It should awaken your courage. It should remind you of your worth. It should bring peace even when it challenges you to grow. The closer your soulmate feels, the more you must remember this. There is a version of love approaching your life that will require you to stop identifying with old disappointment. You cannot carry every past confusion into the next chapter and expect the new door to feel open. You must allow yourself to believe that the future can surprise you. You must allow yourself to believe that what is meant for you can arrive with more beauty than what left, more clarity than what confused you, and more peace than what once made you question everything. Something huge is waiting for you, but your heart must make room for it. Make room by releasing the need to know every detail right now. Make room by trusting what your soul has already survived. Make room by choosing not to chase energy that is not ready to meet you with respect. Make room by becoming so rooted in your own worth That when love comes closer, you recognize whether it is aligned with your peace. Because here is the secret: the universe does not only bring people closer, it also reveals their true energy. Someone can feel drawn to you and still need to grow. Someone can miss you and still need to learn how to show up. Someone can feel the bond and still not be fully ready for the responsibility of honoring it. That is why you must not rush just because you sense closeness. Let the truth show itself, let actions speak, let consistency reveal what feelings alone cannot prove. Stay till the end, because the final shift is already forming. Your soulmate feels closer than ever, because the invisible space between your hearts is being filled with realization. They are realizing something. You are realizing something. Life is arranging lessons on both sides. You are learning self-trust. They are learning emotional honesty. You are learning peace. They are learning the cost of not recognizing a rare soul sooner. You are learning not to force. They are learning that some connections cannot be replaced by distraction. This is why the energy feels charged. This is why the title says big news, because the closeness is not accidental. It is the result of awakening, alignment, and divine timing moving quietly behind the scenes. But the most powerful part is this: the outcome is not meant to break your peace. It is meant to bless your growth. If they come closer with sincerity, you will know. Not because you will have to decode every tiny sign, but because peace will come with it. Respect will come with it. A sense of emotional safety will come with it. If a new soulmate energy is coming closer instead, you will know that too, because it will not feel like chaos. It will feel like recognition. It will feel like your heart exhaling after holding its breath for too long. And if this season brings closure, even that will be a gift, because closure opens space for what is truly aligned. Do not be afraid of what is changing. Be curious, be steady, be open but not desperate, be hopeful but not blind, be loving but not self-forgetting. The soul that is meant to stand beside you will not require you to betray your own peace in order to keep the connection alive. Don't skip now, because this is the turning point. The reason you have been feeling this closeness is because your heart is standing at the edge of a new emotional chapter. Something is being revealed, something is being understood, something is being rearranged in your favor. You may not see the full picture today, but you can feel the atmosphere changing. Your inner world knows when a shift is near. Your spirit knows when old cycles are losing power. Your heart knows when the energy around love is becoming different. You are not imagining the shift. The signs may be subtle, but they are meaningful. A sudden calm after overthinking, a feeling of being watched over, a sense that someone is remembering you, a dream that stays with you after waking. A random moment where your heart feels warm for no clear reason. These are not instructions to stop living. They are reminders to keep your spirit open, while your feet stay grounded. The universe is not asking you to chase, it is asking you to align. Myelins means becoming the person who can receive love without fear of losing it. Alignment means healing the parts of you that confused uncertainty with passion. Alignment means trusting that what belongs in your life will come with enough clarity to be recognized. Alignment means knowing that you do not need to force what is divinely guided. Your soulmate feels closer because your energy is becoming clearer. You are no longer sending mixed signals to your own heart. You are beginning to understand what you deserve. You are beginning to choose peace over drama, truth over fantasy, and consistency over temporary excitement. That kind of clarity is powerful. It acts like a light, and the soul connected to yours can feel that light, even from a distance. This is why they may feel drawn to you now in a new way. Not just because of who you were, but because of who you are becoming. Your glow is different, your silence is different, your patience is different, your standards are different, your heart still carries love, but now it also carries wisdom. That combination is rare. That combination is magnetic. That combination changes the entire energy of the connection. Stay till the end, because the last message is the one your soul may have been waiting for. You do not need to know exactly how everything will unfold today. You only need to know that you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible to the love that is meant for you. What is real can find its way. What is aligned can come closer. What is meant can be revealed in the right time, through the right door, with the right energy. And right now, the message is clear. Your soulmate feels closer than ever, because truth is rising, energy is shifting, and your soul is becoming ready for a love that matches your growth. This is not the moment to doubt yourself. This is the moment to stand in your worth. This is not the moment to chase signs until you feel tired. This is the moment to become the sign. Become the peace you want to receive. Become the clarity you want someone to bring. Become the love that does not abandon itself. Become the calm presence that knows what is meant, will not require force. Because when you become steady, the right love knows where to find you. Something huge is waiting for you, but it is not only outside you, it is also inside you. It is the awakening of your own power. It is the return of your confidence. It is the moment you realize that your soulmate connection is not here to make you feel helpless. It is here to help you grow into someone who can love deeply without losing balance. That is the real miracle. The one who is meant for you will feel the pull of your spirit, but they must also meet the standard of your peace. The one who truly belongs in your life will not only feel close in energy, they will show closeness through sincerity, presence, and respect. And when that happens, you will not need to beg the universe for proof. Your heart will know. Your spirit will become calm. Your path will feel open. So breathe. Let the old weight leave your chest. Let the questions soften. Let your heart believe that life can still surprise you in beautiful ways. Let the energy move without forcing it. Let truth reveal itself without chasing it. Let love come closer in the form that is truly meant for your soul. And remember this final line: the closer your soulmate feels, the closer you are being brought to the truth. Not just about them, but about your own worth, your own light, and the beautiful chapter that is quietly opening before you now.